Oh my goodness. We are back. We have I don't know if y'all can see. There's you can see the lighting. We have lighting. Our
Ring
new
light.
little setup, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. And I don't remember what episode this is, but I
I
believe
think it's
this is gonna be 9. I
9.
believe it's 9 or 10.
Something.
We'll put it in post. It'll be here. But who am I here with? Who are you?
Hi guys. So I'm Isabella Slowinski, and right now we're doing student officers. So I want probably will get volunteer coordinator.
Okay, so you're running for volunteer coordinator.
Mhm.
Okay. And okay, so what even is that? So like I know some people may not know, but like
So with volunteer coordinator, I know like how you said, a lot of people don't know because it's more on the like lower end, but basically with that, when school events come or just volunteering events come with like hospitals, we'll let people know of the events, we'll let them know of how many volunteers exactly. We'll just let people know how to get volunteers because that's been not a problem, but a lot of like freshmen or sophomores that are scared to ask. I want them to know about it because I know I had that problem as well.
okay, so out of all the positions, why are you running for volunteer coordinator? Why this one?
So I was thinking about all the different positions. Of course, there's junior rep, which I had done sophomore rep last year, and I liked it, but it was kind of very chaotic. And then there's also historian, secretary, and I think there's one more, but I can't. Treasure.
Yes.
But with volunteer coordinator, I had trouble. Like I said before, I had trouble with learning about events, learning the hours. How am I going to get these hours? And
Oh yeah.
I don't want people to be like that because I know some people are scared to ask, especially incoming freshmen. Like
Oh yeah.
I know especially with teachers, because they're getting to know teachers, they're getting to know their like their class.
The school.
They don't know
Yeah.
events that are happening. So I wanted to be able to let people know of those events and let people come up and be open to ask anything about about the events because that's a very important thing in this school.
This is true. That'd be good. And okay, so you're running for volunteer coordinator. Voting comes out Monday.
Monday.
But so what's gonna happen? What do you plan to do? Like what's gonna happen if you win? What do you want to do?
I really want to I want people to know of these events because last year there was a lot of it wasn't messy, but it was just there was a lot of different things coming. Yeah, so there was a lot of things that we had to figure out, and of course, Kyra had great volunteer coordinator, by the way.
Yeah, I might know her.
We might.
I might.
But she was a great volunteer coordinator, but it was still a new thing into office. So with this year, I want it to be where things are known around the school. So putting up posters about volunteer events, putting up even Google sign-in sheets because we need to know the amount of volunteers, letting people be comfortable to come talk about events because how I said, nobody wants to come up because they get scared.
This is true.
Yeah.
Just make it more known, right?
Yeah, just make it more known. That's basically
more accessible.
Sure.
That's
what volunteer coordinator is. We're just letting people know of those events.
But we gotta have it. But so you're running for volunteer coordinator. I know it's gonna take. You gotta spread the word and all that. How would your friends describe you?
Okay. I would say probably very outgoing. I am very, very talkative. I can talk about anything. It's kind of a bad habit, but it's okay. I'm very friendly. I've gotten more open-minded this year, I guess, because it's junior year, We're starting to have a harder year, and it's you have to be chill with everybody. You have to be just relaxed the whole year because if you just stress yourself out, it's just going to be too much.
So kind of tying into that, how would these qualities, like the way that people describe you, how does that kind of tie in to the volunteer coordinator?
Okay, so because of course you have to be very outgoing for volunteer coordinator because you have to talk to everybody. It's not just your class, it's senior class, sophomore class, freshman class, for all the events, especially the freshman class, like I said. And you have to be open-minded about people's problems. So sometimes they can't be able to show up, but they still want to come. Or, like I said, there might be too many volunteers for that event, and they might get mad at you or something. So you have to be very easygoing, but you also have to be very organized as well because you have to know the events, what times, the people that are going, and especially tell the principal and tell the teacher. So yeah.
Yeah, I think that's pretty true. And that kind of ties into like the outgoing, so just like letting people know and everything. And I think we're about to end off, but we gotta have the question, not really of the day, because there's like a billion episodes, but question of this episode. But who is gonna be on the next episode? Who would you like to see?
That's a good question.
Could be anybody, a teacher, a friend, anybody.
I would say probably Mr. Science. That would be a funny episode. That would be a funny episode.
I might know that guy. I think this might be a spoiler, guys, but if you guys know his son, he's a freshman.
He is a freshman, and he is running for freshman representative.
I would like to interview them both, maybe together, maybe them.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, so we'll see what we can do. And I think we're going to end off. You want to press the little button?
Which button?
The red,
this one?
top left.
This one? Okay.
And thank you for coming on. I think that's it, right? That was